Hey guys, hope you're good. Another webinar. It's been a week. I think it's been actually 2 weeks or a week. It's been 1 week, innit? Yeah, it's been 1 week. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing good. And the last webinar was helpful. A lot of you gave me some really good feedback and said that, we actually managed to understand lot sizes and money risk management much better than previously. So really good. And this week has been another great week of trading. We had no losses so far, traded about 4 or 5 trades, and all of them hitting TPs. So really good week, just as usual. So, just another week at 24-hour Trading Academy. Been a bit busy with Manchester and Birmingham courses and also Wednesday London course. So I'll be booking in new course bookings for next month. So if you are interested in learning how to trade, make sure to get onto it. I know a lot of you are making some really good money. Like some of you are making £400, £500, £600. Some of you are making £2,000, £3,000. So really good, but try to invest that into education, because if you don't, I'm telling you, you won't be able to make this into a stable income. Like education, end of the day, is key. A lot of you are seeing the potential of Forex, which many people don't. Many people come to me and say to me, look, Fuad, I've lost money before. I'm finally making a bit of money with you. So if that is the case, why don't you make that serious, like a serious type of income, rather than just relying off signals? So signals are good. Signals will be good. But imagine I take a break because I'm looking to go on holiday pretty soon. So I'll be taking a week, maybe a week or two break. It won't affect people's trials and subscriptions. But like I say, you don't want to be, not trading the markets. If I just take a break and I go, what's going to happen? You're just going to go all on pause. Think about that. And, hopefully, whether that's even my course or that you educating yourself to try to trade, do that ASAP if you haven't done it already. Now, today's webinar is going to be pretty simple. I want you to, another short webinar. I don't want to be really long talking about all other topics. But I want to today talk about something which a lot of people ask me on. That is entries. Entries of trades whenever I send a signal. For example, this week I sent a signal on GBP AUD. GBP AUD did amazing this week. Actually, if you had entered, look at this. Let's look at my trading view. I'm going to go on my trading view and show you guys what GBP AUD did. GBP AUD was one of the best trades we had so far for the year, and I also posted as trading analysis, and I posted it, and as you can see, this was what I was visioning out when I took this trade. Simple setup, clean setup. I'm not going to go through why I took this trade. End of the day, that's up to you to understand, but I'm just going to show you how it progressed. Look at that massive spike up, but it's exactly as predicted, and the news had a bit of influence in it as well. So where do I enter? I gave you the entry of GBP AUD USD, GBP AUD possible buy at 0.7188. Entry now optional, which I say to every single trade, and I said stop loss at 785. That's about 30 pips stop loss from 80 to 50. That's 30 pips stop loss, and I gave it take profit 1 at 0.794. 1.794 and 1.797 for TP2, and I said swings will update. Now, a lot of people ask me, when do I enter? Do I wait until the market comes to 80, or do I enter if the market's maybe 10 pips out? Firstly, if you don't know how pips work, you have to go back to the basics and understand how pips work. If you don't, of course, you're not going to be able to even understand what I'm saying right now. So if all of it is going to sound like gibberish. So make sure you understand how pips work for JPY pairs and normal currencies like the Euro AUD, GBP AUD, all of that. If the market is maximum of 15 pips away from when I enter, when I send you the signal, so you say, for example, you saw this signal and I told you that, okay guys, let me use the replay function. Okay, look. So I tell you, let's enter into the market at 0.788, like I said in the signal. When you look at the market, and the market is at 0.78889 or something like that. So it's 8 pips away. Right now, the market is 8 pips away, and I told you this. You're thinking, okay, Fuad told me that I should enter at 7888. The market, what I base my stop loss from is my analysis. So my analysis tells me that this trend line that I have is based on 0.788. I have the point, let me just circle that out for you. Nearest 10 for that is either 90 that I can use or 80, right? So let's say this was the ideal entry point. When I give the stop loss, so I give you the stop loss of 30 pips. So I'm going long. 30 pips from here is roughly about this level, which is not much. I'll also give you the stop loss, which is about 30 pips. When you look at that, what do you see? You see that I based all my trades based on my analysis. Not based on where my entry is, but also just got to remember, if I am wrong, I'm going to be 100% wrong. I'm not going to be 20% wrong or 30% wrong, or which will affect my next trade. I want to be 100% wrong. Hence, I have a 30 pip stop loss, which is 30, this purple line that you can see. This is my first trade's target, what I'm looking to achieve on GBP/AUD. Because GBP/AUD moves really quick, we have to work around by this, just by the volatility of GBP. It does move quite a lot. So this pair gets a lot of pips, and you can also lose a lot of pips as well. Hence why stop loss is really, really important. Now, if the market is at 0.788, you have to first calculate how far away from my entry is the market. My entry is at 0.788. It's only, let me look at 1.788. Right now, that's entry, prime entry. Prime means obviously ideal entry point. The market may not reach that point. It could either reverse earlier, or it could either bounce off a bit earlier, but my signal is valid as long as the market is within a range of 10 to 15 pips away from prime entry. That means that even if the market is at 1.7895, you can still enter this trade. That's up to you. Yeah, that's up to you. But if you enter, of course, you'll take profit. You'll catch less pips as someone who would have waited until 780. This person would have already lost maybe 15 pips, but that's up to you. I do not know when you look at this signal, but my role is to send you the signal. Whether you enter it at what time is entirely up to you. But this signal is valid up to a maximum of 15 pips away from the ideal entry point, which is maximum of 7895. You look at this signal and you look at it at 0.79900. This is 20 pips away. This is 20 pips away from entry point. So prime entry point, let me just put that, prime entry point. Can you enter this trade? Now, you can still maybe enter this trade, but you're going to be risking your capital because the market has moved away from the prime entry point. Sometimes I may even send you a signal, and I may send it much earlier than when I'm expecting it to reach the ideal entry point, maybe about 15 pips away. So you have to look at the charts I also send, do your own diligence, and take your trade. Do not completely blind follow my signals. That is never a good option. You're never going to be profitable if you blind follow anyone. Yeah, just get that in the back of your head. Make sure that what you're doing, you understand the entry point. The entry point is prime. The prime entry point is what I have circled. This area is the hot spot. Even if you had entered maybe 30-40 pips away, this analysis would have still been valid, because look at it. Look how the market moved. Market moved crazy. Moved nearly 200 or how many? 300, I think. 300 pips in a single day. That's 236. Let's look at that. That's another what was that? That's another 312 pips the market moved in a single day. Even whether you had entered here, it doesn't matter. But end of the day, what matters the most is I give you the signal, the market moves according to my direction, and you profit from it. So make sure you understand that. However you enter, this is up to your education. I give you a baseline, I give you a take profit, I give you a stop loss. If I'm wrong in my stop loss, I may change direction and go the opposite way. So just take that into account. Use the analysis. Take your own initial, initial interest in learning how to trade. Because if you don't learn and all you do is just blind follow and you expect me to guide you like Bird Box with your blindfolds on and you're just hoping that, you know what, guide me for odds, that is not going to happen. I'll try as much as possible, but end of the day, that blindfold, I'm going to rip that blindfold up and I'm going to make you look at the world. And that is the trading world. You have to do that. So I know it sounds funny, but that is reality, guys. That is reality to the max. A lot of people who do the course, they're able to see exactly what I see. And that is the advantage of that, because you can see that this trade, you could have profited 300 pips, or you could have maybe just hit at only 60 pips. And you'd be thinking, why did I only hit at 60 pips? Why did I not hold this trade for a long time pace? Why did I do that? Why did I do this? So make sure that you're doing that. And also I want to clarify regarding swings. I say sometimes swings I will update. Now, when someone is a brand new beginner, they don't know the strength of this trade, this potential that this trade has, or how many pips this trade is possibly going to move. All of that is a question mark. That is a big question mark for beginners. What I want you to do is make sure you understand there are some trades that I do and I take that are really strong. Some trades have big swing potentials, but I can't give you a chart breakdown for every single trade and every single analysis that I send. I don't do that, but your own accord, you have to take that according to yourself. And sometimes you could enter not only one, not only two, but 3 trades right when I send the signal. TP1 is maybe there, TP2 is maybe there, and TP3, which is a swing, is there. You let that trade hit first TP, then the second trade hits the second TP from there to there, and the third trade hits third TP. That's the most basic way of doing swings. And that is the way that I would say that if you're a beginner coming into Forex and doing signals, do it that way. Don't try to, when TP1 hits, then you enter for another TP2 trade. No, it doesn't work like that. It's much more complicated than that way. So make sure, but if you are a brand new beginner, just enter not 2 but 3 trades off the bat. If I say swings will update, so you can hold this trade for longer. But now sometimes swing trades, they have a much higher stop loss because some people move their stop loss to break even too early. Some do it too late. Some don't even do it at all. Now when first take profit hits, it's your own decision whether you're going to make your rest of your trades, which is the second and third that is still running, as a break even. If you do that, you're in a much safer position than someone who didn't. Yeah, but it is also your own decision and also your own timing that you're going to re-enter if the market comes back into the initial ideal entry point. If you don't do that, obviously it's your loss and you would have missed out on another possible opportunity. Like for example, which was it? I think it was the USD JPY. I'll show you guys an example. I also sent it as a trading analysis. USD JPY, as you can see, look at this, USD JPY. When I first sent the signal, the market was there. It didn't go and hit stop loss. It came down, hit my first take profit of 109.7. 109.7. Yeah, 109.7. It hit once. Look what happened. Market came exactly to entry point again. It came back to 110.00, which was also a signal. This was both a signal, and my first take profit was 109.7. Look what happened, came this morning, boom, hit TP1 again. So in fact, this market hit TP1 twice, not once, but twice. So you could have caught 60 pips. But if you had moved your stop loss to break even on your other trades, you would have got stopped out at this point. But that is entirely up to you. But it's also up to you to enter when the market comes to entry point. You would have actually dropped down. You could have got 60 pips now. And your TP2 would still be running, and your swings will still be running. but this is, you have to track your trades. And that's also why I don't send a million signals every single day. I could easily do that, but then your tracking will be impossible. You won't be able to progress with your tracking. Everything will be shambles. So hopefully that helps some of you guys understand and also give you a boost to educate yourself. Like I said, education is key. And if you want to proceed and be taking Forex as a serious side income or even a primary income, you have to educate yourself. I'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully next week I'll catch you in a new webinar. Thank you for listening.